She assumed I'd wait. She believed I'd come running back like every time before. But when she chose herself instead of us, I didn't chase after her. I didn't plead. I didn't even ask why. I simply nodded and walked away, with only what I brought into the relationship. No farewell. No closure. Just silence. Because the moment someone begins to treat your presence like it's optional, that's when you offer them the gift of your absence. If you've ever left without a word, while every part of you wanted to scream, if you've ever let go, not because the love was gone but because you finally loved yourself more, tap that like button. And if this sounds anything like your story, you're not the only one. Drop a comment below. My name's Logan. For 5 years I loved a woman named Kate. We weren't flawless, but we were genuine. Take out on weeknights. Inside jokes. Music playing while we cooked. The kind of love that felt like comfort, not fireworks. We made plans. A spring wedding, a fixer-upper in the suburbs. We even picked out a name for the dog we hadn't gotten yet. Milo. But for some, comfort begins to feel like a cage when they're chasing chaos. It started with a few extra freelance gigs. Then came the networking dinners. Eventually, she was away most weekends for work. I gave her my trust. Until that trust started to feel misplaced. She grew distant gradually. The calls got shorter. Late-night texts came in with her phone face down. And then came that gut feeling, the one you wish wasn't right. One evening I just asked. Only. No shouting, no blame. Just the two of us. Is there someone else? She stared at me for a long time before quietly saying, I don't know what I feel anymore. I just know I need space. I didn't beg. Didn't throw things. Didn't raise my voice. I simply got up, grabbed my coat, and walked out without looking back. I didn't take time to pack. Just collected a few essentials. Some clothes, my toothbrush, and most importantly my peace. I stayed at a friend's place a couple towns over. Didn't tell anyone the details. When they asked I'd say, just needed a reset. But the truth, I was falling apart, alone in silence. The nights were the hardest. Not because I missed her, but because I missed the version of her who once cherished the very thing she walked away from. I went no contact. No checking social media. No reaching out to mutual friends. No just wondering how you're doing messages. Because here's something I learned, something most people realize too late. If you return to someone who broke you without owning what they did, they'll hurt you again. Only more quietly this time. By month 4 I hit my lowest point. Couldn't sleep. Barely ate. Just worked out. Pretended I was okay. Then something started to shift. By month 6, I was sleeping through the night without dreaming about her. I started laughing again. Real laughter, not the polite kind. I became someone who didn't need her to feel whole anymore. By the 10th month I had my own place. Peaceful. I painted the walls myself. Built my own furniture. Even adopted a dog. Not Milo but close enough. And then, exactly 1 year and 1 week after she told me she needed space, she showed up. It was a Sunday. I had just come back from a run. Earbuds in, drenched in sweat, about to unlock my door when I heard it. A voice I hadn't heard in 12 months. Logan. I turned around. Same face but different. He's tired. Tears welling. She wore the old hoodie I left behind and clutched something in her hand. Photo. A picture of us laughing at a lake, before everything fell apart. I said nothing. Just stood there calm. She stepped closer, her voice shaking. I didn't know where else to go. I didn't invite her in. She looked at me, really looked. I thought I needed space. But what I needed was you. She held out the photo. I kept this beside my bed for months, she said. Told myself I'd reach out. But I didn't think I deserved to. She wiped her tears. He wasn't who I thought he was. Thrilling. Spontaneous. And gone the second things got real. You were home, and I walked out on it. For a moment, just a moment, I felt it all again. The love. The hurt. The history. But I had spent a year carefully piecing myself back together. Quietly. Fully. I wasn't going to let her unravel me now. She reached out to touch my arm. Step back, I said. You left. And I let you. I didn't walk away because I stopped loving you. I walked away because you did. She broke down, sobbing. I know I messed up. I wanted you to know I'm sorry. You were right to walk away. I just never stopped hoping you'd come back. I looked her straight in the eye. I didn't come back, I said, because I finally love myself more than the dream of us. Her lips trembled. She nodded slowly. You were home, she whispered. And now I don't have one. Maybe one day, I replied. You'll build a new one and treat it better than you treated me. She paused for a moment, then turned and walked away. No goodbye. Just like I did a year ago. I stepped inside, closed the door and sat down, my dog at my feet. My chest ached, but not from love, from letting go of something I'd carried too long. Sometimes walking away isn't weakness. It's the purest form of self-respect. And when they finally return, you'll realize. You never needed them to. You just needed you. If this story touched something in you, hit that like button, leave a comment and remember this. You are worth staying for.